Hey, listeners, it is another great day at Born Again to Live. It is a Blues Day Tuesday. We're here with Eric, Amy, and the Holy Spirit. It's a great day.
First day of a recording day.
That's right.
Fresh popping the cork on this one. Ready to get
Well, I love yesterday's spiritual age conversation, Eric. It kind of just made me laugh because, I was trying to come up with some kind of a formula where you get to take your spiritual age, deduct it from your actual age, and then you're kind of more the
actual age.
Yeah, that's the age you identify as or whatever. But
doesn't work for me.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're in your 30s somethings. Yeah, that would work for you. But maybe for me it would. It'd be a good age to just camp out for quite a while. So but no, that was a great topic, and I'm excited about today. It is a Blues Day Tuesday. We don't have a guest today, but we're just going to talk about what's been going on at Big Blue because we haven't really delved into it in a while.
I'm going to give a couple shout outs real quick. Over the weekend, it's actually a high school friend of mine, and her kid went to your camp this year. I didn't even know it, but we ran into each other at your camp, and they have been listening to the podcast since Julia.
Okay. Yeah.
So anyways, talked to her a whole bunch over the weekend and stuff, and she's telling me how much she loves the podcast and how much it's helped her grow into God and everything. And she's actually wanting to get rededicated baptism to God, and we just lined that up yesterday along with Max.
Oh, cool.
On a mission trip who wants to get baptized, so we're going to do all those in one day, and maybe even Janelle. I put that out there.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome to hear that it's helping people, that what we're doing is helping people.
Yeah.
So I was happy to hear from her. And then Oscar, of course.
Yes.
Love Oscar. He's telling us he's listening to this podcast while he goes on his daily walk in France.
Wow.
And I'm like, pretty humbling to know that he still cares enough to listen while he's there. And he sends me all this beautiful artwork from all these different places and ask me which Bible story this goes with and stuff. And it's really, Oscar, I really appreciate you. Even when I don't get back to you right away, I appreciate everything you send me every time, no matter what. I'm just really bad at communication.
Can we call our podcast Intercontinental now? Because that just somehow...
Well, TJ listened on a different continent.
That's true.
Oscar, so I think we're multi-continent.
Yay! That's so cool.
And we do have somebody who listens in Colombia. Like they've listened to, in the last 30 days, they've listened to like 7 episodes.
Huh, that's awesome.
It's not the one-hit wonder thing.
Yeah.
It's like they've actually, I don't know if it translates for them or if they're American there, because I hate to hear me in Spanish with my accent.
I can't imagine. No, that's so cool, though. I love that. And maybe we can play some art history quiz on our lunch break, Eric, because I'm down for this little game Oscar's playing with
you. I'm not there. Like, he's showing me stuff. He's like, what Bible story does this depict? I'm like, oh, my. Yeah, all right, digging deep into the archives, and then I'll be like, oh, this one.
Yeah.
He just stumped me today, and I was like, I have no clue. And he's like, all right, here's the hint. Then after that.
Well, especially the way the Europeans depict the Bible stories versus the way, like, if you've watched The Chosen or any number of these more historical things, like, yeah, the European versions are so kind of ridiculous. Yeah. But okay, that is not what we're going to go way less cultured. We are here in Warrensville, West Virginia, talking about our little tiny Big Blue Teen Center.
Which I hope yesterday we got a boatload of donations for by being Nonprofit Day.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't forget that. Like, you can still donate today. We won't do it.
That's right. We're trying to get a few things here that would be lasting improvements for Big Blue. And
yeah, we're going to have a big fundraising campaign coming up. So,
ooh, teaser. Okay.
Yeah. I can't break the seal on where and what and how.
I have a feeling I know.
we have a need that needs to be met. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, we always do. But okay, so what's going on with Big Blue? I think we were originally going to talk first and foremost about the Big Blue Gives Back.
Okay.
Because I think we've touched on it, but I don't know if you've really delved into that just yet.
I don't know if we went real deep into it, but I think I got into the mind frame of where I was at with it.
Yeah.
But no, as when I got the position that I got taken, I guess given as director, there's some things that I want to establish with Big Blue that I'm not gonna say they haven't happened up to now, but I see them. We've gotten to the point of where we're starting to grow, and we need to do something substantial, maybe,
Yeah.
or sustaining. And there's a couple things that I had in mind when I started into that thought process of what would I do if I got the job. And one of them was this give back program. And I can't think of a better name for it, honestly. I really can't. Like, I have thought, and I've asked people who have better brains than I that what's a better name for it than Big Blue Gives Back, but I can't come up with one. So
Yeah.
if you're a listener and you have a super awesome name that entitles all that, then we'll take it. But basically, this community gives so much to us.
Yes.
And as we're gearing up for an event that honors those people where not long, I think about how much this community gives, not just in money, it's in prayers, in time, in everything. Like,
yeah.
Everything they do encompassed in that one little building doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right that we shove it all in one little building and we say, all right, this is the end of it. No, it's like, what can we do to take what they've given us, filter it, and then put it back out to the world almost.
Right.
And so Big Blue Gives Back came out of that with the idea of there's community members with needs that we could meet.
Yeah.
So why not get together once a month and meet those needs? And it's simply, all they got to do is contact me. I put my personal information, my personal email, my personal phone number out, and I said, call me, email me. I'll come out. We look at the place. We look at the property, the job you want done. We get an idea of what it's going to take to do the job, or if we can do the job. If it's too big for our teenagers and volunteers, then I have to say no. We're not going to build a house.
Right.
But if you need a fence painted, we can probably do that.
Yes.
If you need gardens weeded or something like that, and you're in, well, they said 95, but I think she was 89. That's the one we did last time. We did an 89-year-old lady's house, and she wanted her flower beds weeded and mulched. She wanted weed eating done that she can't get done, and she wanted a couple trees trimmed and bushes trimmed up and shaped up nice. And I'm like, man, we can knock that out pretty easy for you. Which we did. We usually allot from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the kids to work, and then they get home from that. We're back at Big Blue at 2, and then they can go to home, get cleaned up, and come back for normal Big Blue hours. That's the whole goal.
Yeah.
And the volunteer area can do that too. But anyways, last time I thought it was going to take all 5 or 6 hours to get that done, and we were done in like 3.5 hours.
Nice.
Everything, and it was beautiful. And her niece actually is the one who contacted me, and she told me on Saturday I was having breakfast at the store, and she goes, Eric, I got to just tell you, she wants your addresses so she can send you thank yous. And I'm like, so did she like it? And she goes, she didn't hate it. She goes, she's a pretty cranky old lady, so if she doesn't hate it, she liked it. And I'm like, all right, we'll take that. But even to the point where I did this out of my own good heart, I'm not trying to, like EJ says, I'm not going to break my arm, pat myself on the back. But when I met with her and talked to her, she had 2 bags of mulch laying on her driveway. And I said, she goes, I'd like to have my flower beds mulched. And I would like this one, this one, this one, and this one. She had like 4, and I'm like, 2 bags of mulch aren't going to even get the one done.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you could get some more mulch, we would be glad to help you. And like a week before, I'd asked Denise, I said, did she get more mulch? And she goes, no, she wasn't able to get it. But we have mulch at the store. My boss said, I'll sell to you cost. And I took 10 bags of mulch with me, and we mulched all of her flower beds so that they would not come back as fast with the weeds and everything. And I think that that's what we're called to do. Called to do that and called to help people like that. And so we've done 2 events now. The first one, we kind of took on more than we probably should have. We had a bunch of things to do, and I wasn't quite as organized as I should have been. But that was the day after the mission trip, so I'll give it.
Yeah, definitely.
But it went well. We did some mulching, some weeding. We put a shed together, almost together, I should say. And we did refinished a pathway they wanted done and a couple other things. But these are the things we're doing. Next month, we've got a lady up here in town that wants a couple trees finished, trimmed off of her fence, and then her fence painted. Well, I also have another project somewhere else. So if we have the adult volunteers, we may divide into 2 groups that day and head out and do 2 places at once instead of just one.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is my ultimate goal, to get enough adults that we can do that we can have multiple locations and we can just go and go.
Yeah.
And divide and conquer. Because all going to one, you kind of sometimes run out of stuff to do.
Yes, definitely. I know we were talking about this, one of the other probably podcasts from my mom's community, but um, we had a tradition in my family that on Black Friday, when everyone else is, shopping and doing all the crazy stuff, we would put up my parents' Christmas tree. And it was simply because, like, it was too hard for them to do it. And, and I was telling you, like, think of all the people maybe at this community or even in this town that they would love to have a Christmas tree up. They can't do it. Like, they can't lug it out of the attic or get one at a tree farm. It's too hard for them. So, like, I don't know. I'm just putting this out there because, by the way, I have Black Friday is now open for me, but maybe that becomes like a new tradition or something I could do is just help the community with Christmas decorations. Because what I love about this, Eric, is what the kids did for those people. They're lasting reminders. It's not like it was something that was done once and doesn't get seen every time you walk out your yard. Somebody that loves, flowers and gardens and stuff. Every time you walk out, you see the result of that. You see the beauty of it. You see the love that was put into it. So, these members of our community, every time they see it, they're reminded of the love that they were shown and given. And the other thing I love about the Big Blue Gives Back is I feel like it resonates with a completely different subset of kids, kids that maybe aren't a Saturday night kind of, I don't really want to go there and interact or play games, or like they're just not feeling social, or they might have to work. Like, this is it's a different time. It's a whole different thing. And so, I love the idea that Big Blue has these different arms of what we do and what kids participate. They don't all have to be doing the same things. And so, I'm very excited about the future of Big Blue Gives Back.
Yeah, and actually on the first Big Blue Gives Back, I had one of the older kids talking, and they're like, man, I can see like 5 years from now, we're still doing this. And I'm like, that's my dream. That's my dream. Like, if Eric's long and gone and out of this picture of Big Blue or whatever, like, I want that to not just be my legacy, but Big Blue legacy. Like, they know that the second Saturday of every month, Big Blue's going somewhere and doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the last one that we did, I had a kid show up who has never stepped foot in the building of Big Blue till that day.
Oh, wow.
And their mom sent them and said, you need to go do this. And they loved it.
That's
like and they got off the bus and they're like, we're not missing another one of these. We're coming to every one of them.
That's awesome.
Like, that's so cool.
Well, and it gives Kit this sense of, when we talked just it was Friday. No, it was yesterday about, don't look down on them because they're young. Like, kids are told their whole lives, like, they're not, like, they don't have anything to offer. They don't have job experience. They don't have knowledge, wisdom, blah, blah, blah. Like, they feel like they can't contribute to this society, but, like, it's got to feel good to be able to show up and be like, I made a difference today. Like, that's so great.
And it's also taken roots outside of that Saturday, because like this Wednesday coming up tomorrow, I had a group call me last week. It's actually the Hardy County Historical Society, and actually it's just 3 little old women.
Mm-hmm.
And she said they're all up in their age and they can't do what they used to do. And the Historical Society got gifted this house that's from like the 1800s or whatever, a little house. But it was junked up with all kinds of stuff and hoarded, like full of stuff. And they're just bagging trash bags full of stuff up, right?
Yeah.
And she said, I saw your flyer and I wondered if you couldn't find me some boys to come throw trash bags in a dumpster.
Yeah.
Let me get on the phone.
Yeah.
And so I have 2 kids tomorrow who are going to go and hang out with these little old ladies and just throw trash bags in the roll-off dumpster so that they can keep cleaning out this house.
Yeah.
And the lady said, don't worry, you'll get a donation from us for this too. And I'm like, that part's not important, but it's really cool that you now get seen by somebody who they didn't see that before. They might not have known what Big Blue was or known that we did this. And now it's like, hey, we got something here that's cool. And these kids are the ones who participate. I'm not going to say all kids are made for this. They're not. But the ones who participate, they show up with the right mindset because we hit it hard and we get done.
Yes.
And now the community's responding. I'm asking the community for tools. So I've been bringing mine. Chris has been bringing his, or whoever. And I'm asking the community to donate tools. Well, we had somebody give us $50 for tools, and
oh wow,
and somebody give us a hedge trimmer. So it's just little things like that. A battery-powered hedge trimmer goes a long ways. Ask Chris. He trimmed a hedge with hand clippers the last time. It took a while. So.
Who's this handsome guy that just showed up?
All right. DJ just walked into the studio.
looking mighty dapper, might I say. He's got his cowboy hat, wearing a tie. I don't know if I've ever seen DJ wear a tie before.
And yes, it is a Stetson.
It is a Stetson. Okay, yeah, and he's got this like peach summery tone on. Yeah, look at.
I know he's headed to a wedding.
I have a wedding to do there here very shortly.
Okay, as somebody that was just at a Monday wedding, I guess it's become a thing.
It is. I do a lot of weddings throughout the weekday. It has become more and more common for smaller weddings. But don't let me interrupt. Please continue.
No, we were just talking about actually Big Blue Gives Back and how it's going and all that. So
yeah.
And we were just about done with that conversation. We're going to move on to an event next week that you're actually part of. The prayer night that we're doing for the schools.
Yes, right across from the school at, correct me if I'm wrong, Baker Park.
Yep, Baker Park at 7 o'clock on Monday the 24th. Actually, this came about from DJ's Church and East Hardy FCA because a couple of those kids had asked me if we were doing a prayer event for the school. And I said, if you put it together, then we can help. But until you put it together, we really can't come in because that's the school rules. And the kids said, we don't have the power to do that. We can't get it together. So what do we got to do to get you to do it? And I said, we got to do it somewhere else. And so they said Baker Park. And I'm like, all right, let's go. And so they said, if we plan it, they'll get the people there. So we just started planning, and that's where it came from.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an awesome night. We're going to set up, I don't know how it's going to work yet, but we're going to set up like a giant corporate, everybody can pray together time.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who wants to pray can pray. But I feel like there's people who don't like to pray out loud in front of other people or don't secure enough or whatever. So I'm going to set up stations where they can pray for the Board of Education. They can pray for the administration. They can pray for the bus drivers. They can pray for the kids.
Yeah.
And then the cool thing about Baker Park is there's this awesome deck that overlooks East Hardy Schools Complex. And so you can literally pray over the schools while you're on that deck. And I wish we had it where it was over both of them, but it's kind of hard to divide the county that way and to do it. But I think that's a pretty decent location. People from Wardensville about halfway. People from Moorfield's about halfway.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be on Monday, August 24th at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Baker Park. So listeners, if you want to join us, we would love to be there. I'm planning to be there. Eric will be there. DJ will be there. You'll get to meet the Big Blue Core team, and
I know most of the Board of Education I think is coming.
That's awesome.
I've heard that most are coming.
I know at least one member of the Hardy County Board of Education plans on being there.
I know two that plan to be there. Or three maybe. But anyways, and it's a great opportunity if you also, the kids who come, if you want, you can pray over those kids. And if you're a person who, like me, DJ, and Amy, we believe in the power of prayer.
Yes.
Prayer can move mountains.
Yes.
And I believe wholeheartedly that if we ever want to see a change in this school system, it's going to start with prayer.
Absolutely. Man, I just want to pray for boldness from these FCA kids because, I mean, full transparency, we've been talking about this for a long time. Like, it amazes all of us here at Big Blue that there is not more interaction between us and these Fellowship of Christian Athletes kids. And I just want to see that organization and those kids on fire. I don't want it to just be this club that they belong to that looks good on their college resume or whatever. No, like I want this to be a driving force in this community. And so that's going to be my prayer on Monday. Like, I'll put it out there right now. That's going to be mine. So.
As upcoming Saturday at Moorfield FCA is doing a breakfast for the students and stuff that are coming back. So I know me and Duffy's involved, Wade's involved, Justin Murray, Church of God. So
yeah,
but this Saturday they're going to do a breakfast at the Church of God. So
it's really it's interesting to see the contrast in the two sides because East Hardy's had FCA since I was in school. It's never went away. It's never stopped existing, but it's always been, I'll just say simmering. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always just it's on and the kids are there and it's just simmering. But there was a call last year for FCA in Moorfield and a bunch of church leaders brought it back.
Yeah.
And I love that now it's on fire and catching because
I would say on fire, but it's definitely catching. It's definitely spreading. So, I mean, some people, and I don't know how I had several people at the end of the year like, well, I didn't know we even had anything going on.
Yeah.
Like, well, it was shared over social media. It was shared at the school. I don't know how to share more. Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to stuff like this. And don't come to me saying you didn't know.
Yeah.
But I think it's great that they're bringing it back. I know Mike Funkhauser, who we've had on this podcast, he was instrumental in getting FCA and East Hardy, and he was the leader of it forever. And it was so good. And again, I'm not going to knock it, but it's always seems like it's contained in the building, so you don't know. But theirs started kind of outside the building, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Now, what time is this event on Saturday?
It's going to be at 8:30.
Okay, 8:30.
Moorfield Church of God.
Okay. So,
There's a handful of different churches helping.
okay.
And of course, yeah, we're going to the meal with Josh Pickett's, Pastor Pickett's church. But
Okay.
we're expecting 100.
Awesome.
So Saturday, August 22nd, right? 8:30. Okay.
That night we have paint night, paint wars here at Big Blue Moorfield.
Yeah, I heard that on my way over here. I finally finished listening to today's episode.
You should wear this outfit. It'd be perfect for Paint Wars. But no, like, okay, I love that all of the weekend is going to be about sort of bookending prayer for our schools and these FCA events. Like, I love that those two things kind of came together. So I can't wait. I want to throw in a little Matthew. We have time for
Yeah, we had time for scripture.
I mean, hey, always, right? So this is why we do what we do. This is why we're doing our prayer event. Because Matthew 18:19 says again, truly I tell you that if two of you on earth agree about anything they ask for, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. And of course, it tacks on to verse 20, for where two or three gather in my name, there I am with them. And that's Jesus giving us a rock solid promise right there.
And I would say it's not a threat. That
is a promise. Yeah,
it's a promise that he will be there. So I don't care who shows up on Monday or Saturday. We're gonna know that God is there.
Yeah,
and He hears us.
Yeah, let's ask for some big things here. I know. Well, before we rolled the mic, you were telling a story about how somebody once got up in front of their entire congregation and said, well, we can't meet every need that is, brought to us.
Yeah.
And you and I looked at each other and we're like, well, you can't, but God can meet every need under heaven. So, yeah.
I serve a God who can do all things, and I don't limit him by
absolutely.
Do it. I'm sorry.
So we're going to pray for big things. We're going to ask to move mountains because we've seen it over and over again. And
if you've never been to Baker Park, come out because it is a beautiful location.
It is, absolutely.
I was in my non-Christian days, we'll say. I helped build that park as part of my rehabilitation.
Special volunteer hours, Eric.
There's a court-assigned community service hours. Put a lot of time in Baker Park.
Well, thank you for that, Eric. And, yes, God knew what he was doing all those years ago. And I mean, I kind of love that it's sort of become this symbol for you because I know that's where you started Fallout Shelter. It was also at Baker Park. So it's come full circle.
That just proves any mess can become a message.
I mean, right? Any mess.
Yeah, I coached soccer on that same park for like 12 years. And I was always like, man, I helped build that trail. I'm make the kids run it because I helped build that trail.
Any mess can be a message. That is DJ's official tagline. And I love it.
Any test is a testimony. Yeah, it works.
We're on a roll now. I don't have one.
If you learn from a mistake, it becomes a lesson.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Apparently, I'm the smart with just a bachelor. So.
But yeah, so school is starting. Is it
the 25th is the official first day.
So that's today.
No.
In podcast days, it's today.
No, that's next Tuesday, the day after our prayer event.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I know. Today, in real life today, I have a Board of Education meeting this evening at 5.
And apparently a wedding, too. Okay.
That's at 1:30, I said.
You're right. Okay, so school starts the day after this prayer event.
Yeah.
Never listen to Amy's calendar because I never know what day it is.
Amy's time will continue.
It really does.
We're just glad you're here.
Me too. There's too many things that keep me away sometimes. Most of them are not good, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad it's Blues Day Tuesday, and we just got to spend a little time talking about what means so much to us, which is Big Blue Teen Center.
Yep. And the listeners, if you can't get and be at these events and you can't be at Big Blue and you can't be active or helping, or if you want to go to Moorfield and volunteer. DJ, you got the schedule, and did you get the schedule update yet on Moorfield, or if you finished that?
We're going to be there on Friday, this upcoming holiday you're on your podcast.
That's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. This Friday we'll be at Hardy County Family Support Center at 5 o'clock. We're going to be there. Excuse me. Let me pull up my calendar here. But
because we do have 2 locations of Big Blue now, and
That's right.
We
21st this Friday we will be there at Hardy County Family Support Center. The 28th we are not doing Big Blue. We're going to take off that Friday, and we're going to bring it back the 11th.
Okay.
which is Sunday, right?
No,
The Friday.
well, we're not sure if we're going to do the 11th or 13th. Right now, I'm in the process of doing paperwork and all the fingerprinting and all that fun stuff to get to where I can have the Family Support Center more or less in my name for Sundays. And I've shared that with you, and Andy, it's great to see you. But anyhow, I haven't shared it with you. But our attendance, we feel we could do better or get more people there if we do it on a Sunday evening.
Yeah.
And plus on Friday, you got Wade, who helps with sports.
Yeah.
You got me, who was on the board. No, I'm not going to be available for Fridays for sports and school stuff. So, so we've got to move it, and we don't want to do it Saturday. And you all do it over here Saturday. And there's also a few churches that do stuff on Saturdays already in our community. But there's not a whole lot of churches that do Sunday night service anymore. I don't know more. Our church used to before I took over.
Yeah.
But our church don't. Wade's church does a Bible study.
Pickett does.
Pickett is hit and miss. They haven't done one for a while, and they're going to bring it back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Russell, I don't think does. I'm not sure about Pastor Flint, but I know a lot of churches, less and less, do church service on Sundays, and the ones that do, it's usually a Bible study, which is great, don't get me wrong, but we feel we can do a lot more number-wise, and the more students we can reach, I mean, that's always our primary objective, is to bring Christ to the students.
Yep.
So, that's the upcoming for them. We got a lot going on, but again, just pray for this organization. I mean, we got a lot of things going. We got a lot of moving parts, and the only thing that keeps us together is God. I mean, there ain't no way I'm in made. And I was talking to Steve on the phone earlier, and he's just like, God's so good. And you always forget in everything you plan. Yes, that's the only thing that matters is, are we glorifying God? Are we furthering the kingdom of God? And I believe that every time Big Blue meets or has an event, that's what we're doing. We're furthering the kingdom. So pray for us.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts, or are we done?
I mean, just, hey, thanks for joining us on a Blues Day Tuesday. And I mean, I guess my final thought on that, Eric, is just, I think we glorify God when we dream big and we pray big. Like, absolutely. Like, people might look at us like we're crazy. Like, to sit up and say, I have 100 letters of people that need things, and instead of putting them in the burn pile because you can't fulfill every need.
I was thinking about that. I knew where that. I was picking up what you were laying down, and I wasn't even here for the conversation.
But
that's an off-the-air conversation.
But yeah, to say that
on the air,
we might tomorrow, but
I have no problem.
Yeah, that's a good topic for a Wild Wednesday. But no, just to believe God can move mountains, and that He's there. He's right there in the midst of our prayers. He's giving us the dreams to pray about, so that He can just come right along with us and be like, hey, kid, let me show you what I can do. So,
well, if you think our dreams are crazy, read Daniel and read about the visions that he saw, because they came true.
Yep.
They were crazy, statues and all this crazy stuff, but the vision wasn't the statue. It was what was to come. Yeah. So if you think what we're talking about at Big Blue, like attendance and growth and all this stuff's crazy, Daniel dreamed bigger than us, and it happened because God allowed it. So.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right, we'll be praying with us, and come out and see us at one of these great events. And as always, keep Big Blue in your prayers, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.